Now it's another game of what's missing in this tank. I don't think you'd really notice what's missing actually. There are about 5 large female guppies have gone to the new tank, their new home. That will be overstocked now, mostly because I am losing these females. So you know that I'm going to be losing them soon. They are such old fish. But I think they're better off away from the males. I have about another 5 to take out here and just leave the little females to deal with the males. So what's missing, you may ask? Well, what's missing are my 2 new Australian rainbows. Now Victor's been acting strange for the time I put them in. And I thought it was because I took most of the floating weed out the top because I didn't want too many babies. So I took the floating weed out and the babies were going into the rest of this big clump of weed here. And so he was there. But I did notice yesterday that his fins seemed a little bit nibbled. And I thought, well, he is getting old. I mean, he's 3. You know, not that old for an angelfish. I mean, 5 to 10 years is more normal, but, you know, my fish get a bit tatty as they get a bit older. But this morning I saw one of the Australian rainbows nip at his tail. So instantly I removed them because, to my way of thinking, Victor's in this tank, this is his tank. Anybody that doesn't agree with him, they go. So they're now in with the other 4 rainbows in the 36. Now I was clearing this tank out to put the rainbows in here from the 36 gallon, but it looks now that's going to have to wait because either wait till that fish gets a bit bigger and perhaps doesn't mistake Victor's fins for any kind of worm or anything like that, which I think it was. There's no male guppies with their tails ripped or bit or anything like that, so it's not a fin nipper. But as soon as I removed them, Victor came out from the hiding place behind all his leaves, and now he's in his normal little spot. So quite obviously he was in some distress because of it. And I've never had any trouble with the turquoise. They have no interest in Victor at all. In fact, if anything, they're a little bit scared of him. So that's what happened. So now all 6 rainbows are in here. And I'm quite upset about that because the whole reason of moving the older female guppies was to move these rainbows into the bigger tank. But there you go. The big male rainbow in here will not stand for any nonsense, so they best behave.